Alright everybody, today we have the Dabs Cannabis Dispensary here in Tupelo, Mississippi. We're on a pretty busy road right here, right next to North Mississippi Medical Center, so we should have a busy day here today. So it looks like this building used to be an old bank here, but they closed up the drive-through section, put the siding over it to cover it. No longer use that anymore, which a lot of dispensaries usually do when they take over the bank buildings. I just can't really hear you with the road noise.
All right, everyone, let's get started. Today we're in Tupelo, Mississippi, and things are already looking like they could get interesting. The goal is simple but meaningful: to use and test the First Amendment right to film in public spaces. This isn't just about pointing a camera around. It's about seeing how regular people and local officials respond when someone actually exercises that right. Tupelo is known for its history and quiet, small-town feel, but today might be a little different. We're set up near a busy road close to North Mississippi Medical Center, and everything seems calm for now. But as we've seen before, situations like this can change quickly. What starts off as a normal day can turn into something much more intense in no time.
Do you work for the company?
What's going on now?
Are you working for the company?
Am I working for a company?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What am I doing? Like, do you not know what I'm doing?
Yes, sir. I was asking, are we videoing the building? What are we doing?
Yeah, everything.
Okay. Are you a podcaster?
Something like that. I don't really do podcasts, but...
Okay. I was just wondering what was going on.
All good. Changed his mind.
Get that away from me! Don't be filming me, dude!
All right, let's break it down. Today's location is a cannabis dispensary called Dabs Cannabis, set inside what used to be an old bank. You can still recognize the original layout. The building style, the design, even the old drive-through, now closed off. It's not uncommon to see dispensaries take over former bank buildings, keeping the structure but changing the purpose. This area gets a lot of traffic, so there are always people around and plenty of attention. And it doesn't take long for someone to walk up. The questions start almost immediately. What are you doing? Are you recording? It's that mix of curiosity and suspicion you see all the time. And you can feel the shift right away. People aren't at ease. Just having a camera out is enough to make some of them uneasy.
I literally has tinted windows on his truck and started yelling at me.
My owners called me because they saw you in the security camera. Just want to know what was up.
Really?
Yeah. We don't really have people video us. Oh. And could you not video me?
Nothing much? What's going on?
Nothing, just wondering why you're videoing us.
Wondering why I'm videoing?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you support the Constitution?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, what I do is I go around and I try to look for more people like you that support our rights, and I exercise the First Amendment right to record in public, and I see how people react and respect our rights.
Okay, well...
So I'm glad to hear you respect it. That's all.
I do, but I'm just curious as to why. Can you tell me that?
I just explained it to you.
Okay.
This is where things start to heat up. An employee steps in, trying to get answers, saying management noticed the camera on their security system. That's when the mood begins to change. The auditor stays calm and explains it clearly. This is about exercising rights, following the Constitution, and observing how people react. Sounds simple, right? But not everyone sees it that way. Instead of understanding, the reaction shifts to confusion and then pushback. You can hear it in their voice and see it in how they act. It's no longer just curiosity. Now it feels like they want control over the situation. And once it reaches that point, things can turn in the wrong direction very quickly.
I'm going to let you know that my person said they're going to call security if you don't, because you won't tell us why you're here filming. It's kind of odd.
Okay, look, ready? So I'll
I understand the Constitution.
Right. So I
But
can,
this
I can
is
explain
personal
it,
here, I
I can explain it
guess.
to you, but I just can't understand it for you. So what part do you not understand about
Why you're videoing our building.
So look, just so we're on the same page, I'll explain it nice and clear one last time. Just nice and slow for you.
Okay.
So I exercise and
I understand
stress test
that,
the First
but it's
Amendment. No,
weird.
you just told me you didn't understand it.
I do, but it's weird, and you're taping people.
Has to have doctor's appointments and
This is
doctors
HIPAA
and patients
required.
have
That's
their
what I'm telling
privacy
you.
Oh, it's HIPAA required?
HIPAA related.
Can you tell me what HIPAA stands for?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead.
But he won't even come here and he's paid.
I'm calling you off.
He's
All right, everyone. This is where things get serious. What started as a simple exchange now turns into a back and forth about rights and basic understanding. The auditor explains the First Amendment in a clear and calm way, but the reaction is unexpected. Instead of listening, they brush it off as weird. And just like that, logic takes a backseat and emotions take over. Then the situation escalates. There are mentions of calling security, turning it into something bigger than it needs to be. This is the point where a lack of understanding turns into direct confrontation. Nothing about the camera has changed. The law is still the same, but the attitude, completely different. And that's what this really comes down to. The true test of how people respond under pressure.
You me take that damn thing away from you, stomp it and goddamn break it up. You better get your ass out of here. You don't belong here. The damn law's on the way to run your ass off anyway.
all right.
Well, go then. Won't you go before they get here and get you then?
No.
Oh, you want to go to jail then, do you?
You think I'm gonna go to jail
What?
after you're threatening to stomp my camera? What are you talking about right now, dude?
Look here, this is the invasion of people's damn privacy.
In public? No, it's
No,
not.
it ain't. No, it ain't. What I do is my own damn private business.
Yeah, not in public though.
You are trespassing right now because
No, I'm
you
not.
were told to leave.
No, I'm not.
What are you filming for anyway? What are you supposed to do with that?
I don't know yet.
What? What are you going to do with all of that?
Not sure yet.
And just like that, things escalate again. Another person steps in, and the tone immediately turns aggressive. Threats start being thrown around, talk of breaking the camera, demands to leave, and clear attempts to intimidate. This is the moment where tension crosses into open hostility. Claims start piling up, privacy violations, trespassing, even references to medical rules like HIPAA being mentioned incorrectly. But in reality, none of those claims fit this situation. Still, that doesn't seem to matter in the moment. The focus shifts away from facts and toward control, trying to stop something they don't fully understand. And when that kind of misunderstanding takes over, situations like this can spiral very quickly.
What'd you say?
I said I'm not sure yet. Are you hard of hearing? You want me to speak up for you?
Damn right I'm hard of hearing. I got 2 hearing aids.
All right. Anything else?
What reason did you have to film me when I turned my super light on right there? Why did you film me?
Nice. She's joining in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, be careful. She's filming. Whoa, be careful. Whoa.
Maybe you're the only person that is worried about anything because I'm sure whatever's
I'm worried about things. I'm worried about things.
that nobody else has ever fought for. But he's got a camera. He's got a camera.
Now the situation starts to spiral. More people get involved, and the noise level rises fast. Voices overlap, tension builds, and insults start coming out. Instead of calming things down, the energy spreads through the group and makes it worse. Now it's multiple people arguing at the same time, each one more emotional than the last. Through all of this, the auditor stays in place, still recording and still acting within his rights. But at this point, facts aren't really driving the situation anymore. Emotion takes over. The claims become more extreme, the hostility more personal, and the conversation moves further away from anything reasonable. And this is exactly what moments like this tend to reveal. Not just what the law says, but how people react when they're challenged or confused.
Yes, which is also illegal.
And that's not legal, is it?
It looks like we're both going to go to jail, so...
Shut up, boy.
Okay,
No,
film,
no,
Shut your damn mouth.
no,
film
no.
patients going in their
How about that?
doctor's
No.
office.
Okay?
See,
Sound good?
that attitude right there goes with what's lacking in those sweatpants he thinks is cute. See that thing right there hanging between his legs? That's just the thing. That's the whole point of that thing. Because he lacks in other directions. He had shit to do, like real shit to do. He wouldn't be
She's
filming
good.
what other people are doing.
She's a mind reader.
Look here, you can film more people. Let's go over to that hospital, film them, and see what they do to you.
Yeah.
Nothing. The same nothing you're going to do.
Idiot, get you and you will see
The same
what
exact
they do
nothing.
several days.
It is
The same nothing. You're blocking the way of people.
It's a long way.
They're all doing it. I have no idea. I'm sure he ain't got nothing else to do. He ain't got nothing else to
No,
do.
I got you on camera threatening me, and you're going to wait for the cops to show up? I hope you do, buddy. I hope you do. Stick around. Stick around.
All right, this is where things turn ugly. The conversation shifts away from any discussion about laws or rights and turns into personal attacks, aggressive language, and outright threats. People stop focusing on the issue and start focusing on the person behind the camera. At this point, it's no longer about understanding anything clearly. It becomes about ego, pride, and proving who is right instead of what is right. And honestly, this is a common pattern when people feel challenged in public. The camera stops being just a recording tool. It becomes a trigger for frustration and suspicion. And from there, the pressure builds as more people feel the need to shut it down instead of dealing with the situation calmly.
The education.
We will.
Good.
We will. If you would like to say, feel free. But people like that, they ain't got shit else to do but ruin other people's lives. People like that, they ain't got shit else to do but ruin other people's lives. One of them, like millennial generation heads where they feel like they're supposed to right there before they got nothing better to do. The motherfucker had a real job when we out here. I don't know. He ain't got shit to do, that's why. Don't let motherfuckers like that bother you. Because he ain't got nothing else to say. He lost 15 minutes of fame, won a celebrity viral video. That's what they do. Oh, I'm recording that one. He's the only one. He is not the only one. Everybody in the planet's got a goddamn camera. He's special.
There you go. There you go. So she knows it's not illegal. She knows what's up.
Well, I ain't filming your ass, Emma.
Doesn't matter.
I'm filming you.
It doesn't matter.
I can't go f***ing sit.
Doesn't matter.
Now things reach full chaos. The threats get more serious, and the tone turns even more aggressive. There's talk of violence, intimidation, and waiting for police to arrive. Some people are now fully convinced that something illegal is going on, even though nothing in the situation has actually changed. The auditor stays calm and even calls for police to come, saying they can stay and see for themselves, confident that the law supports what he's doing. But the people around him aren't focused on facts anymore. They are reacting based on assumptions. And that's where things become risky. When assumptions start leading the situation, clear thinking gets pushed aside, and everything becomes more emotional and unpredictable.
Ass over, I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause you one of them right there, gotta put your shit where it crown type shit. So you get what you
Why
got
would I
coming, I
want
ain't
to
saying
film your
shit.
ass for?
Not for you, probably wouldn't.
He ain't got nothing to do but start a goddamn pot, sir. He ain't got nothing else better to do. That's why he's sitting on the goddamn curb watching
I
other
tell you
people
what
do
you gonna do
business.
when you got my friend.
He ain't got
Somebody you gonna run across is gonna beat your f***ing ass.
Yeah, he
Okay.
And then you you gonna disappear.
But it won't be you.
Somebody's gonna
But it won't be you. I know that.
Because of your smart-ass way of...
Somebody, but not you. I know that.
It ain't
It ain't
gonna
gonna
be
be
me.
you.
I know that.
Class and a little trash bin.
It won't be me.
I know.
It'll be somebody that damn can do it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a disabled veteran.
So calm down and relax and have a good day. Why are you so uptight? Just smoke your weed and relax.
He's bitching because that's what bitches do.
Oh, I'm bitching.
Behind the camera because you can't do shit else. So you can't argue with ignorance, sorry. You can't.
You can't argue with ignorance. Couldn't have said it better myself. And here I am giving it a go.
All right, everyone. This part really says a lot. The insults keep coming, frustration keeps building, and people start projecting their own feelings onto the situation. The auditor gets accused of just wanting attention or having nothing better to do. But there's a clear irony here. The same people making those claims are the ones still standing there, still arguing, still fully engaged in the situation. No one is forcing them to stay. So why do they stay? Because the camera has clearly disrupted their sense of comfort. It changes the dynamic, makes people more aware of themselves, and that's where the tension comes from. And in the end, that reaction becomes the real focus of the moment.
I understand that because people don't have respect for other people. My business, I'm gonna go get high with my legal.
There you go. See? What's wrong with that?
Shut the f*** up.
No.
See, that's
No.
okay. Why
No.
are you agitating
No.
shit
Don't tell me what to do.
Weren't you watching that?
Don't tell me what to do. No, I'm watching
Ain't
YouTube right
nobody
now.
telling you what to do. We're trying to tell you
No,
how
I'm talking to
fucked up
him.
you are as
Talking to
an
him.
individual. Well, I'm talking to you.
All right, good.
So why are you not watching what you were
Because
supposed
I'm
to be
watching YouTube.
Good, and what are we doing for you?
I'm talking to you. No, you guys are talking about me, and I'm making sure this dumbass doesn't do anything
You're
crazy.
a rat bastard. You're one of those that ain't got nothing to do but waste other people's time. So
You call me a rat, but you're calling the police?
You see what I'm saying?
You call me a rat, but you just called the police.
He's getting what he wants because that shriveled ass dick ain't got nothing else to do.
There you go.
If he really has something to do, the motherfucker go have a girlfriend or some other shit. He ain't got nothing to do. He's wasting his fucking time. He's trying to take it by being pathetic and you do not lowering your opinion. Do what you gotta do. Ignore bullshit ass people like this. Because people like this, if he was really worried about his subject and what he's got on his phone, he wouldn't be pointed in this direction.
You should take her advice.
And instead of making his point, he's making something like a jackass. Don't make him something like a jackass just because he's shriveled.
Now we see a familiar pattern: mockery, dismissal, and more insults. Instead of dealing with the situation in a clear or logical way, people start trying to belittle it. Through all of this, the auditor stays steady. He remains calm, speaks directly, and continues recording. He doesn't change his approach at the same time. The crowd keeps adding fuel to the situation. The tension keeps cycling, anger, reaction, and escalation over and over again. And by this point, it's clear to everyone involved what's about to happen next. The police are on their way.
Conversation would have been done 10 minutes ago.
Baby, the conversation would be done if you quit trying to get the last word.
No.
Everybody talking to you.
I'm gonna get the last word. I'm gonna get the last
Keep
word.
your
I
bitch
promise.
ass the f over there.
I haven't moved.
Well, that's because that's shriveled, I'm sure.
Good. All right.
Ignore that shit, 'cause that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's going to react out of him and He ain't worth shit or he wouldn't be here.
She's just absolutely obsessed with what I got going on over here.
So, hey, yup, right on over here.
Oh, the Tupelo police. Let's see if it's the officers that they dealt with yesterday.
Hey man,
How's it going?
good. What you guys out here doing?
What's up?
What you doing?
This gentleman can't even get in the store because he won't leave him alone.
What you out here doing, man?
What am I doing?
Yeah, come over here and talk to me. Come over here and talk to
Whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa! Why are you going to touch me? What's going on?
Come over here and talk.
I'm not
You are
gonna
on
go on your
private
property.
property.
I'm not gonna go
You
on
are
your
on private property.
Okay.
Do not tell me what you're not going to do.
All right. Apparently, I'm on private property.
Put this down.
Yep.
Put your hands. Do you have any weapons on you?
Nope.
You mind if I pat you down to check?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
This
Why are
is
you
an
out
illegal
here?
search and seizure.
Why are you out here?
I'm invoking my Fifth.
And then the police arrive in Tupelo. This is usually the point where things should settle down. Clear communication, professionalism, and a proper understanding of what's actually going on. But right away, The tone feels a bit different that AN officer steps in and takes physical control of the situation, expecting immediate compliance. There isn't much conversation at first, and not a lot of effort to fully understand the context before acting. The auditor pushes back and asks questions about the contact, which is understandable, because now the situation has shifted. It's no longer just public reactions. It's about law enforcement getting involved and how that power is being used in real time.
Wait a second. Do you realize that you've been asked to leave this property? You want to give me a reason why you're here?
Where you took me from was public property. I'm gonna invoke my Fifth Amendment rights past that. Okay?
You're being arrested. Criminal loitering.
Criminal loitering. Sounds good.
You can't give me a reason why you're out here.
Okay.
Sir, can I say something?
Give me just 1 second.
I would check the GIS and make sure that I was on their property, because where I was standing was on public property before you do this. But am I being arrested or?
You're being arrested.
Oh, okay.
Your information is on that video.
What you got?
All of that stuff he's got on that phone of me, I want it took off. That's invasion of my privacy.
He's got a right to video. He's got a right to video.
I was coming right up through here and I turned my signal on and he turned and he filmed me from all the way up to you.
All right, now things move into a critical stage. The officer escalates quickly, using FAME commands and asking questions about weapons. The auditor responds by invoking his Fifth Amendment right and choosing not to answer. Instead of slowing things down or de-escalating, the situation shifts toward detention. At this point, what started as a public interaction is now becoming a legal matter that there's also a claim made that the area is private property, while the auditor maintains that he was standing in a public space. That disagreement becomes central to what happens next. And just like that, the situation moves into detention, marking a major turning point in the encounter.
And he's done a bunch of smart remarks and stuff. And I told him quit filming me, and he said, I do what I want to do. You don't tell me what I do what I want to do. He's a smart aleck. You heard him. He's being a smart aleck to you, too.
Yep, he's going to jail. I'm getting him out of here.
Can you?
I can't do anything.
Take that off of there?
I can't do anything with
Let
this
me
phone.
have it. I can.
No, sir.
I can, too. I know how.
All right, everyone. Here's the aftermath. The auditor later explains that he was never clearly told to leave and didn't really get a fair chance to explain his side before being detained. That's where the situation starts raising bigger questions about rights, proper procedure, and how authority is supposed to be handled in moments like this. Tupelo, a place known for its history and tourism, ends up reacting in a way that doesn't feel very welcoming in this instance. There's also an irony people point out. This is a city connected to the legacy of Elvis Presley, yet it struggles with something as basic as public recording in a public setting. Now the matter is moving into the legal system, with the case heading to court, meaning the story isn't finished yet. But one thing is already clear. This wasn't just a simple everyday interaction. It turned into a breakdown in communication, understanding, and restraint. And in the end, the final outcome will say more than anything that happened on the scene.